Today it's a day where I want to seek the presence of the Lord. So I acknowledge that the earth is the Lord's and everything in it and everybody who dwells in it, including me. And so I'm going to seek out a relationship with this Lord who is my God. And I'm going to try and do it by being the holy person he wants me to be. I'm not perfect. I make lots of mistakes. I've got lots of sins to apologize for and lots of sins to try to make right. But I sure want to live holy, and I want to be in his presence, and that would be the greatest Christmas gift of all. God is up here. We are down here. Bend at the waist, God, and come down and touch the mountains, make them smoke. Come do your thing. Don't simply train me, but you come down and do your God thing in my life and in this world. Now, I may not be very flexible and I may not be very good at bending at the waist, but we worship a God who is totally able and totally willing and actually desires to intervene in your life and mine. Now, he can't intervene just on our terms. He's not a bellboy or a concierge that we can just say, hey, get me these tickets to this concert, or please come get my baggage and take it to the car. God is God, and he's got God plans. But within the framework of that, those God plans include you and me, to train us, to train our hands for war, our fingers for battle. Not just going out against some foreign military power. I'm talking about the wars and the battles we have in our lives to do right, to do just, to love, to forgive. Those can be major battles for us. And God can train us to do it, and he wants to. And so we need to call out to him, oh Lord, bow the heavens, bend at the waist, come down here. I need God to make me who I can be for God. I want to hear what God has to say. And I want to be attentive to what God has to say. Because God's goal in this life, for me, he doesn't speak to me to ruin my life. He doesn't speak to me to make my life miserable. He doesn't speak to me to cause unnecessary upheaval in my life. God speaks to me to bring peace, to bring healing, and to bring wholeness to life. I mean, it's what Jesus is. He's the presence of God. I'm reading this and it's the holiday time and I'm thinking, wow, this is so prophetic that when Jesus comes to those who fear him, then righteousness meets with peace and steadfast love. God's covenant loyalty is there joining with his faithfulness, and it's a blessing to his people. And then I'll end this with verse 8 where I started yesterday, because that's the preceding verse. Let me hear what God will speak. And I want to stand up on a rooftop. Not really, the rooftop's really high here. But I want to stand up with a megaphone and declare there is none like you among the gods. In all of New York City and all of the world, there is no one who's reliable, who does great and wondrous things, who loves me unconditionally and seeks my best interest, who truly is there in times of crisis, who provides direction when I'm lost. There is no one like our God. I can take that video thought into the weekend